Hey family, one love to you all. I hope all is well with me, with many of you. Today is kind of cloudy, so it's like, ugh, but it's all good. Times like this, we gotta tap within so we won't feel some type of way. You know what I mean? I really didn't know what to um, name this video. To be honest with you, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I thought about cold independence, but I changed topics so much. I don't want maybe thinking, oh, she's clickbaiting, you know. I mean, I know it's not you, family, but I had people watching me, you know what I'm saying? And depending on the topic, you know, that's all they want to hear, it's just about that particular topic. But um, whatever, you know, the spirit wants me to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. You know, if I'm led by the spirit. And but before I get started, I want to give all honor to the Most High God, source of all things, source within. I appreciate being of you for rocking with your sister. And I know every day is not a sunny day, should I say. I'm saying as far as, you know, personally, what's going on with many of you, because many of you are going through something, you know. And even though I talk about my truth, my spirit, my testimony, and I know to many of you, you know, I come out very positive all the time. You know, I am in fact, I do sense things. And even though I don't know many of you personally, I still, you know, have this inner knowing, this idea that, you know, many of you, um, not all of you, but many of you, and you know whose you are, see me as very strange. Like, you know, a lot of times many of you are coming to me for information, and you may not be feeling, you may be feeling a certain type of way, and basically your energy might be kind of low, shall I say. And the fact that, you know, you're watching me and you don't know really what I'm going to talk about, but you're hoping I'm speaking on a topic that, you know, you can relate to, or it's pretty much where you are in the present. Let me just say that. And I know to many of you, I come off very uppity, positively all the time, but this protects me. This protects me, family. And, you know, there are days I don't feel as bubbly, but it protects me. And me knowing what I know due to me having this awakening, you know, even when I'm not feeling it, I still claim it every day. Even though, you know, I wake up and, you know, just certain things personally may not be going on as the way I would like for it to be going on in my life. Should I say, I still speak life. That's just me, you know, because I know it's going to benefit me at the end of the day. You know, I still try to speak life, and me speaking it, you know, the energy that's coming out of my, well, the words, shall I say, that's coming out of my mouth, me speaking it, it benefits me. Let me just say that. And like I say, I know what works for me. I know what works for me. To have the spiritual awakening and dark night of the soul, let me just tell you, I know what works for me, and this works for me. You know, speaking those things that be not as though they are, it works for me. So, for those of you who have a problem with me being so positive, um, bubbly, and all of this video, my videos are not for you. I'm serious, because I'm not here to tickle your ears and tell you what you want to hear. um, I'm here being true to myself, speaking my truth. And part of me speaking my truth, okay, is me speaking life over you as well as life over myself, and being positive. Because me being positive raises my vibration. These electrical devices do transfer energy, and that which I'm trying to push out to the universe, push out to many of you, you know, may my positiveness rub off on you and get you out of the rut that you're in, because you stay in that rut that you're in, that's not going to benefit you. You need to be uplifted, you need to be inspired, and you need someone that's going to help you as far as to raise your vibration. And you stay in that rut, that's not going to benefit you. It's not. You're going to have to renew your mind, get in your heart space, to the best of your ability, and try to raise your vibration because it's so important. It's so important. And many of you gets it. Many of you gets it. For those of you who comment and you give me the thumbs up, and even for those who don't give me the thumbs up, you share my content. I appreciate you. I really do. Sharing is caring. Thank you. I don't make these videos for my health. I make them because I know it can really help somebody, and somebody can be inspired, to step out and, as I say, pass the torch and shine their light and make their own videos. Many people have watched me. I've been doing videos for quite some time, and many people have watched me, and they have branched off doing their own videos. And they're doing a wonderful job. Okay, they're doing a wonderful job. So, hey, if this was can inspire you and get you to that place where started think outside the box, you're thinking for yourself. That's a wonderful thing. What a person think about me is none of my business. To be honest with you, it's none of my business. But would I like for many of you to get out of your sister as far as watching me, a sense of, you know, if she can do it, I can do it? Yes. I would love to inspire my brothers and sisters, because you have it in you. You just have to find out what that is for you. Okay? And if y'all need any help with that, reach your sister at Qmccwest at gmail.com. I am like a spiritual coach, spiritual advisor, so I'm here for you. And any of you are welcome to ask me one question. Money is not everything, but it is a job when it comes to reading. Yes, it is. It's spiritual work. Spiritual work is not easy, period. And many of you would know this when you start to do this for yourself. It's not easy, and it's time consuming, but it is a job. Bible that many of you know I am here if you need some assistance in any personal area, okay? Only you know that is for you. But when it comes to as far as seeking guidance and as far as when it comes to career wise, relationships, many of you at a crossroad, um, whatever the case may be, okay? Just seeking an advisor, period, as far as making good business decisions, okay? I'm here for you. And like I said, if I can help you, I, that's what it's all about. Okay? It's nothing like, when you're at a crossroad and you're trying to figure out, oh, what should I do? Oh, should I go to this school, this school? Hey, the spirit realm knows all things. I'm here for you. If you need help in that area, when it comes to business decision making, I'm here for you. A lot of people are into stocks. Okay, a lot of people want to invest. Okay, that's what your sister is here. I'm using my gift as far as development of helping my brothers and sisters, being my sister keeper, my brother's keeper, and it's the gift of the Most High God, and I'm grateful. Okay, and I'm gonna let my light shine no matter what. Me being bubbly and all, okay, cause I'm raising my vibration. This protects me. I can't want nobody to think about me and she's I just don't get her. Why is she so this? She's so this and she's so that. Basically, why am I so positive and upbeat all the time? Because the light within me is bright. Okay, and I'm grateful for this light. It's bright, and and when your light is bright, you can't help but shine. When your light is bright, you can't help but being upbeat. When your light is bright, you can't help but feeling energetic. You feel me? So, and I'm grateful. But may the light within me, expand and transfer through the electrical devices, you know, and hit you to where you get out of the rut that you're in and realize whatever we're going through for a reason, but know that this too shall pass. It's not going to last always. Okay, it pretty much the way I see it's a wake up call and it's also a test, and it's what you do about it that determines everything, family. Me, I choose to due to what I've been through, and I mean, don't have the soul, I've been through, but glory be to Most High God for bringing me out of it. I choose to see it for what it is, I choose to flip that thing because the enemy wants you to be all doom and gloom. I choose to flip it and see something positive. Something good's gonna come out of this, okay? That's what I choose to. That's how I choose to look at it, okay? And this helps me, to keep moving forward and be positive, because negativeness is not the answer, and a light cannot be hidden. So anybody who watch me and you got a problem with my light, you got a problem with me being positive, my videos are not for you. I'm not gonna change for you and nobody else. All right. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Um, this protects me. All right. This keeps a bubble around me. Okay. Because I can see where, the Most High God's trying to take me. And, really you can't please people. Because people like you for all kind of reasons. You have to really do things for the right reason as far as, one thing being led by the Spirit, which is what I do. And you want to please Source Most High God because we're not here to, you know, like it's all about us. It's about we. It's about we, not I. It's about we, and to be a service. And being negative, you're not helping nobody. I'm not helping nobody being negative. I can't help you if I'm negative. If anything, I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to bring you down with my negativeness. My negativeness is going to transfer through these electrical devices and having you thinking negative as well. Thinking negative and being negative. And we don't need that, family. We don't need that. So I'm through with that. I know many of you got love for your sister, genuine love for your sister, and you don't really think like that, but I sense many of you do. Many of you do. You just watch me, and by choice you don't communicate, and that's okay. That's your choice. But if you don't like somebody, why watch them? If you don't like somebody, why watch them? You know. So I definitely don't watch people that I'm not feeling. It's a waste of my time. Um, so I just want to put that out there. All right. Um, I'm through with that. And if it rubs somebody the wrong way, obviously I'm talking to you, okay? But I love you regardless because I'm in my heart space. And that's the best place to be right now, in your heart space for such a time as this. Because let me say this for many people, due to where you are in your reality, how you think, your vibration, and everything. All of this is going to reflect your reality as far as what we're going through right now. Because really, it's a wake up call, but it's also a test. But many people, due to whether they're in their heart space or not, but many people, how they perceive their reality, what they receive, what they choose to accept, shall I say? For many people, for many people, each day is going to look darker and darker out here, but that's their reality. Each day, many people, each day is going to get better and better and better. For many people, it's like, wow, I know it's a lot going on, but today's like a normal day. And I see people wearing masks, I see people wearing gloves, and I see what's going on. Yeah, I do. I hear what the media's saying, even though I don't go by what the media's saying. But for me, life is good. Today is a good day, and today it's like a normal day. You know, there are gonna be people. The third one I'm talking about, it's like no harm is coming near the dwelling place. It's a lot going on outside of that bubble, but for them, it's not affecting them. That's a point I'm trying to make. If you want that to be you, the second or the third person, I suggest you give me your heart space. I'm telling you, I suggest you raise your vibration. I suggest you have that relationship with Source, the divine that is within you, because you are more than just your flesh. Let me tell you this right now. You are more than just your flesh. And if only you could see the true you, the beautiful, glorious, luminous, light being, multidimensional being that you are, if only you could see it. You can really see the bigger picture, okay? But anyway, I'm through with that. Um, I want to check out the movie Independence Day 2, the Resurgent. It came out, I think, in 2016. That's a good movie. That's a real good movie. And what I like about it is um, how they had to like when it started off they had like the space station up there above the earthly realm, and all of a sudden this they had detected something. But it's crazy because they thought that it was the enemy when really it was uh, our alliance, shall I say. It's like my friend is my enemy, but it was really an alliance. You know, it was really that was coming behind it. That's what I'm trying to make. That was really the ultimate enemy. And it's funny because I think about, you know, what's going on now. It's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, even though we know about the CV-19 and we know about 5G, but there's a lot of other stuff that's going on too, even Agenda 21 and all this, mess. There's a lot of other stuff that's going on to family, and I don't really like to dive too deep in it. I've seen a documentary and it's so deep. And I advise many of you to watch all of it. It's like 2 hours and something long, but it's worth every bit because it really lets you know what's going on. All right, it lets you know what's really going on due to the fake news, due to these so-called hidden agendas that's going on. I can talk to them blue in the face, but sometimes it takes for many of you to actually see somebody else saying the same thing you're supposed to be saying for all this time, but they're going a little deeper, okay? They're speaking on more topics a little deeper because something I just don't touch, I just don't even talk about it. Um, I pretty much just rely on the spirit and I speak on those things that I feel like I'm allowed to speak on, okay? And I'm going to say this also as far as safety reasons. Let me just say that I pretty much know how far to go, but I'm not going to just blah, 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 like a lot of people do. Just I like to think, I like to stop, think, and get the okay first. You know what I mean? But I'm not operating in fear either. Just sound mind, okay? But anyway, I'm going to show those clips, the actual video that I saw. So just maybe check it out, okay? And But getting back to Independence Day Resurgent, that's a good movie. Um, this is what I want to say. Let me get my thoughts together. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff going on. Not only for one thing, they're causing a whole lot of distraction. As you see, it's a lot of distraction going on. You even got the puppets, Hollywood elites, causing a lot of distraction as well. They send a whole bunch of nothing, but still trying to be relevant. Why this so-called lockdown is going on. I feel like we're going to at least speak about, exposing. They're playing their part. They're playing the game. They're playing their part. They sign these contracts and they're doing what it takes to stay relevant. They're doing what it takes as far as not being next to be knocked out. Let me just say that, okay? Because let me just say, due to the fact that they signed these contracts, period, they had to abide by the contract. They had to participate. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, not only to stay relevant, but just to continuously play the game. Let me just say that, and to keep their millions, their money. Um, but many of them, they're not going to speak. They're not going to speak up on what they know during this time because one thing, they don't want to be stripped, okay, of not only the influence they have on the masses, but they don't want to be taken out either. Let me just say that. And it's a lot that they can really say to the masses because they have huge followers and they can really expose, shall I say. Um, but many of them, for the most part, not going to speak because they don't want to be exposed due to all these rituals and things that they have taken part in. Let me just say that. I truly believe all elites are pretty much to be blackmailed, to be honest with you. I truly believe all the elites can really be blackmailed. I apologize for the noise being too loud. Let me turn this down. Like, the only reason I'm bringing these so-called celebrities up because by them being on the inside, they know a lot. And like I said, there's a lot going on. But speak on the celebrities, instead of them exposing, they choose to keep their mouth shut. And a lot of them are on house arrest. Yes, indeed. I mentioned this in my videos, a couple of videos before this one. Many of them are on house arrest. All right. The video that I want maybe to check out, it goes a little deeper, but you will know why many of them are on house arrest because they're on the list. Let me just say that. Okay. And okay, thank you. And many of them have really just taken part in the unthinkable, and they're not trying to expose nothing. Okay. Um, I'm trying to think who was speaking on this. 'Cause I saw somebody speaking on this, and I wanted to meditate to get more understanding about it. Um, what's her name? Oh, I know her name, Carrie. Carrie. She has a channel. It's called Project Camelot, and I like it. I like it a lot. It seemed like, and I haven't really actually met her, but she come up as somebody very intuitive as well. And a lot of things that I've been receiving in the spirit, as far as me meditating, she's picking up on a lot of stuff too. So that's why I like to watch her channel. I don't watch like every episode or anything, but certain topics I will watch her channel because I try to get a lot of confirmation things I'm already picking up in the spirit. But you know, she too is very intuitive as well. She does a lot of interviews and a lot of things I've been picking up in the spirit. That lets me know, okay, yeah, okay, this is some accurate information. Because she does a lot of research too. She has a lot of whistleblowers that she interviewed and all of this, as well as she picks up on things. She also received downloads, and it makes me smile when she speaks on certain things. I'm like, I smile because I knew it already. It just I don't talk about it, but I knew it already. But um, one of the things that are going on behind the scenes, I'm going to speak on this briefly. Many of you know that the Pope has a telescope. It's called Lucifer. Okay, imagine that, the Pope. But anyway, and you would think, why would the Pope need a telescope? And I mean, it's huge, one of them high power, expensive telescopes. You would think, why the Pope need a freaking telescope for? What are they looking for? What are they looking for? What are they looking for? What and who? Well, I've been sent this in the spirit, and I know many of you are feeling this too. Um, it is something that's out there, okay? Uh, I'm going to just tell you what I'm sensing in the spirit. I'm sensing in the spirit. It is a huge mothership. I'm sensing that it is a huge mothership, okay? And somebody see it as a threat, okay? When will this mothership make it to Earth Gaia? I don't know. I did not ask. I'm not even be here to live to see it. Let me just say that. I'm just taking one day at a time, all right? But the point I'm trying to make is there are many light ships flying around us all the time. So you might say, well, what made this one, any difference? Because this one right here is going to one day actually make an appearance, okay? And it's a huge mothership. Let me just say this: the Pope don't just have that telescope just to be looking, seeing these light ships popping up, around the sun, because they pop around the sun too, because that's how they generate their energy. And it's more with the sun, but I ain't really go there because y'all won't believe me anyway. Y'all won't believe me anyway. It's a lot going on with the sun, but there are light ships. But I'm gonna say it like this in codes. Not only are there light ships that are around the sun, but there are light ships that I've seen also, okay, on live feeds, but they try to cover it up coming from inside of the sun. Let that sink in for of you. Not actually on the outside. You will see like shit on the outside, okay? They're just sitting there, okay? Retrieving information, retrieving energy from the sun, but you also catch if you're fortunate, if you're fortunate enough, you will see also light ships coming from from within the sun. I think that's the proper way of saying it. So intelligent wise, you would think, well, how in the world, can it be coming from inside the sun? Everything is not always what it appears to be. And like I said, that's advanced technology. If they have the technology to actually hover around the sun that close, but then they can't go inside of it. Go through all of that to get up under the atmosphere. I'm gonna leave that alone. I know I sound crazy right now, but anyway. But I was told something about that in the spirit. There's intelligence within the sun as well, as I'm going to say. Um, but yes, that which is out there. And when it came to me, the first thing I thought about was the movie um, Independence Day Resurgence. That's the first thing I thought about. Um, they why is it just because they saw this light ship, they assume it was the enemy? You get it? They just assumed it was the enemy, but it wasn't. It was our ally. It was really coming as far. But I'm not gonna speak on it. Maybe you've seen the movie, you've seen it, so you know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know already. You've seen it, but I just found that to be kind of interesting. And so, they see this as a threat. What makes you think they are? What makes you think, family, that they are building these underground tunnels for? Protection from what? Protection from who? Protection from what? Protection from who? Who is it that they fear the most? Outside threat? A outside threat? I'm gonna let that stick with many of you. I want to make you think for yourself. Hear about everything that I say. But yes, in my spirit, it's letting me know it is something that's up there, and it's huge. Cause they can see it. It's huge, and um, they see it out there. And it's not close. It's not so close now that they can see as a threat because it has not made an appearance. But it is something out there. Now a lot of people are starting to assume something like this is out there, and a lot of people are looking at it as, oh, it's Project Blue Beam. Oh, there's nothing real, something real. They've been doing Project Blue Beam since 9/11, family. Wait, that was Project Blue Beam at its finest with 9/11, okay? Seeing an illusion with these eyes. That's what Project Blue Beam is all about, okay? Actually creating a illusion of seeing explosion, but having you seeing something with your eyes, thinking, oh, okay, so what I'm seeing with my eyes, this was causing explosion. I think not. All of it is deception. I seen a video. These people were cheering, and the so-called Pope was on the balcony waving at people, and then he turned around. Family, he barely walked away. He turned around in less than maybe 2 seconds and just disappeared. Glitch, Project Blue Beam. So it makes you wonder, if that wasn't really the Pope, where was he? There's so much deception, family. It is so much deception is going on. Let me tell you. It make your head spin. But you, my family, you know what time it is, okay? If any of you watching me, you know what time it is, whether you comment or not. You know what time it is, okay? We're dealing with nothing out here but deception. That's why it's not good to so much rely on these eyes, okay? They're doing enough deception as it is with television, tell lies to our vision. That's why you gotta tap within, okay? That's why you gotta start to learn how to master yourself and tap within and get your answers. So you go back everything a person say, not even everything I say. Then you can fast check. Okay, you can fact check, and then when you see a sister is speaking some truth, you give me a thumbs up because you know I know what I'm talking about. I just watch how I speak. I don't really speak in parables, but I say enough. It's like I throw a hook. And if you can catch it, you know, that's fine with me. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with me to view. But that's interesting. So where was the Pope? How come the real Pope could not stand up and wave to the crowd? There was no glitch, family. That was just Project Blue Beam at its finest. Okay? And they been using it. They been using it. It make you wonder, are these people alive? Are they alive? Cause they doing hologram with Whitney, and they doing hologram with Tupac and a host of other, celebrities they choose to use on stage, okay? And people are accepting this. And the more people accept this, they become conditioned, okay? They become conditioned, like, well, we don't need the people, long we can see them as a hologram. You become conditioned to see an illusion. 9/11 was an illusion. Did people perish? Yes, they did. That right there was unacceptable. It was unacceptable. But it was an agenda behind it. Yes, indeed. This illusion is so deep that there are people. Okay, 'cause I didn't do no research. The only research I do is go within myself. Okay, I cannot speak on it, but I want to say this. And you know what? I might end up stopping at Patreon because with my Patreon, I can speak on things and I don't have to worry about my channel being taken down. I don't have to worry about receiving strikes, shall I say. Um, but let me say this real quick. The deception is so real, and I gathered this information by meditating on what's really going on, and when people are considered to be deceased, I want to know, are they really, really deceased? Let me just say this: there are so-called people that, when it comes to the rap industry, that we all love, shall I say, okay? That we grew up, watching. We know and we've heard. We know as far as what the media tell us, okay, and what we've heard that they are deceased, okay. But the deception is so strong. Certain people are not even deceased; they are protected. No need to ask me. No need to ask me who is it. Um, just meditate on what I'm saying. Just meditate on what I'm saying. So pray about it. There are people that we love. I can't say too much of this because y'all will definitely figure it out. But there are people that the media have said that has passed, okay, and they are still alive. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. They are still alive. The deception is real. The deception is real. A lot of these people are protected. Just like they have witness protection programs, a lot of these people are protected. A lot of these people are on islands, family. A lot of these people are on islands. A lot of these islands can be military. There's a lot of islands that are heavily secure, like military. It's like a military base type of thing, but people can live there, have their own little spot, just live, and nobody will ever know that they are alive. But they can use islands. That's all I'm saying. And people wouldn't even know that they are alive or not. Um, It's just they're pretty much like off the grid. They're not off the grid, but let me just say this: a lot of them also gonna have surgery done as well. But anyway, I'm through with that. I'm not gonna elaborate because many of you you're like, okay, now you saying that, you might want to tell us. No, no, I'm not. I bring a sound man, okay? This ain't crazy. I can't say any and everything on here, but and then also it's for their protection too. I'm here to be a light. I'm not here to cause confusion as well as to put nobody in harm and danger, not even for myself. So I ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to let you know how deep the deception is, how deep the rabbit hole is. Okay, everything is not always what it seems. That's the point I'm trying to make. I mean, you have people on the news be talking to you, and they are cloaked. They're not human. Okay, if maybe you can grasp that, you could definitely grasp what I mean by the deception as far as them using um, the holograms. I can see my aura. They're so pretty. Okay, I'm not tripping. But yeah, it's the rabbit hole goes real deep, family. That's why but it's all part of the matrix. It's all part of the matrix. That's why I say when you learn to tap within and to really master yourself, connect with the divine within you, your higher self, it helps you to navigate out here as well as on the inside. Okay. Um, yeah, and I know many of you don't get that because you have really spiritually evolved. It's there's still areas spiritually I haven't evolved yet. Let me just say that. Okay, but every day is it's like a daily process. But for many of you, you really don't know what I'm talking about because you know my kind of experiences, and you definitely um, everybody on different levels. That's all. But I love you all, and we have to respect each other where we are. Okay. Um, but for those who do understand me, you get where your sister's coming from. Um, the deception is real. It's real. Um, I'm gonna end this video. I don't mean to make it long. But there is like I said, a documentary I would love for many of you to check out. Um, I'm going to leave the pictures up so many of you can see it. Okay, please, please take the time to watch it. It's worth it. I'll give you the insight of the deception that's going on. Okay, things that I didn't even talk about, you will see it in the documentary. Okay, but it's called The Fall of the Cabal. Okay, The Fall of the Cabal. Please check it out. It's interesting, but when it comes to the deep state and the cabal and those that are affiliated with it, these pedophiles, these sickness, okay, people, all right, um, people slash hidden Draco, shall I say, um, especially those down the top. Um, they got to be flushed out, and their time is very short anyway. But the fact of what's going on behind the scenes, you know, um, a lot of them, are going down. We are dealing with timelines here, and so what I mean by that, um, it's so much I want to say. Oh my gosh, I know I don't change the subject, but I'm gonna have to speak about that on another video because that's another 40 minutes to talk about. But briefly, timelines, even though everything's happening in the now, it's still like fragments. I look at time like an onion, it's layers of it, and it's like which timeline are you in, basically. Just like when I think about the Mandela effect, keep that in mind. How there are things that we remember it being one way, but it seemed like overnight things has changed. You go, hold on, I remember it being this way. What is this? This is something new. Okay, that's a prime example. It's like timelines. You know, um, Prime example. We think about time travelers. People having the advanced technology. If you work with the shadow government, okay, they can dip in and out of time, to change things, okay? And that is a real phenomenon, okay? That's a real phenomenon that's going on. And I truly believe our president knows about it. And I don't know why I said that, but I said it and I meant what I said. I don't know why I said it, but um, he's not in the loop with everything. But I believe that he knows about it. I've seen him in the spirit, as far as a vision of him being on the so-called elevator, and it was him and some other military officials, and I saw them going up to this so-called special elevator, and they was on the elevator for a while, maybe about 15 or 20 minutes, but it was a teleport elevator, and they was actually from Earth, it was actually teleported um, up on some space station. Let that sink in. And then my son's crazy. And on the space station, it was an ET on there too. But anyway, um, my son, I didn't even mention this to him. I kept it to myself, kept my stuff to myself. And my son, one day he came to me and he said he had a dream. And he said he had a dream that he was on this military base. And he said, and I saw Trump. I said, oh, you did? He said, yeah. He said, but the military base wasn't on Earth. I said, oh, okay. Just listen to it. I said, oh, okay, that's interesting. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. I was just checking him out. So I would like some feedback from many of you. Have you ever uh, had any weird dreams like that? Seeing the military base or seeing Trump on the military base, but it's not here. He's somewhere else. And if you had, we all pretty much might be on that same, you know, synchronicity, you know, conscious type of wavelength. Maybe we're, and if y'all haven't picked up on anything like that, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. The point I'm trying to make is time travel is possible. Okay, they can't mess with it too much because it would really change things too much. But yeah, they been doing this. That's how a lot of them stay ahead. Okay, they been doing a lot of dipping and changing things and trying to get a reaction out of people. That's why. But if you were conscious, you can pick up on the changes, how things are changed slightly. You can pick up on it. Yes, you can, but there are officials that, let me just say, there are beloved officials that have passed away. Um, that are, ah, if I say you know who I'm talking about, but there are beloved officials that have passed away, people of influences, shall I say, the people who look up to and they're very positive. Um, they're not they're not dead. Especially when you hear stuff like people being cremated, but you never see the body. Especially the people you hear that has passed away that has been cremated and you never seen the body. Okay, uh, yeah, not saying everybody, but just certain officials, certain people. Okay, certain people of influences. Okay, all you hear is that they died, and everything get hush hush, everything get quiet. You hear no more about it, and then you hear, oh, they was cremated, but and even they had a little service, uh, the casket is closed. You never see the body. I'm too talking. I love hearing cries. I just want to let many people know the deception is real. The deception is real, and don't go by everything you see, but even what you hear. Pray about everything and meditate. Okay, get your answers. Even pray about what I'm speaking of. Okay, um, that which I sense on the that which I sense on the inside, being led by the Spirit. That's what I go by. It's my truth. All I do, I just share things with many of you. But the Project Bluebeam is real. But getting back to Independence Day resurgent, um, one day it's gonna be something just as similar, and people uh, that are not in the know, they're gonna be terrified. Seeing it as the enemy because they're brainwashed due to Hollywood, and it's how they want to have you brainwashed and just fear of anything that's up in the sky and all of that. But little they know, my friend is my enemy. My friend is my ally. Okay, I'm through talking. I love you in Christ. You know, um, ignorance is bliss for some people. Knowledge is powerful. Um, get your power back, family. Get your power back. We're in this together. I love you in Christ. And I thank you for rocking with your sister thus far. Check out these clips right here and know that all is well. I will be doing a live. I will be doing a live. Yay. Probably tomorrow. Okay. And if you want me to do this live, let me know a good time for me to do this live so many of you can take part in the live. Okay. Let me know what would be a good time, okay? So I can do the live because I live here in North Carolina, but I think like Eastern time, I don't know the time when I'm doing my live, and if you're at work or you sleep, you know, so we can all communicate. I won't bite. I'm your sister, okay? Um, to me, you might have some questions. If I can answer those questions for you, I'm here to help you. Let's vibe with each other, all right? That's what we need to connect, not disconnect. The enemy wants to disconnect, you know, love is everything. But anyway, I'm through talking. But just remember, have no fear of those things that are going on. It's a lot going on above this earthly realm. Let me just tell you that. And it's one of the reasons they're trying to keep people inside because they don't want people that are inside to see what's going on outside. But I say get back to stargazing, okay? Might see a nice light show going on. Get back to it as well as sun gazing. You never know what you're going to see. Thank you for rocking your sister.